One mistake, one bad decision, and your life can change in an instant. If you've been arrested for DUI in California, you're probably overwhelmed with questions. What are the penalties? Can you get your license back? Will this affect your future? Stay with me and I'll tell you everything you need to know. Hi, I'm Andre Rios-Bollinger, a California trial attorney with years of experience helping people just like you get their lives back on track after a DUI arrest. Today I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about DUIs in California, from what the laws say to what you can expect after an arrest. Now, let's talk about what you really need to know about DUI laws in California. First off, let's talk about BAC, or blood alcohol content. The legal limit in California for most drivers that are over 21 is 0.08. That's the number most people are familiar with. But if you're under 21, the limit is way lower, just 0.01%. That means that even if you've only had one drink, you could be facing charges if you got behind the wheel. And if you're on DUI probation, you're in an even stricter spot because your limit is also 0.01, even if you're over 21. Even if you're under the legal limit, but you're, quote, impaired, meaning you can't drive with the normal safety of a regular driver, you could still get a DUI. You can also get a DUI for driving under the influence of other substances, marijuana, cocaine, all sorts of other substances, including prescription medications, can result in a DUI for drivers. Commercial drivers, listen up, because if you're behind the wheel of a truck or another commercial vehicle, you have even less leeway than normal drivers. Commercial drivers can include Uber and other delivery drivers. The limit here is 0.04%. Now, what happens if you do get arrested? The penalties vary based on whether this is your first offense or not. For a first-time offense, you'll likely face a 4-month license suspension. This means no driving for 4 months. Definitely a tough break. But there are ways to get your license back sooner, especially with good legal help. If it's a second offense or more within the last 10 years, then you're looking at a full year suspension, unfortunately. And if you're under 21 years old, you're looking at even harsher penalties, unfortunately. You could lose your license for years. But it's not just the suspension that can cause issues. DUIs can frequently come with fines, court costs, attorney fees, and increased insurance premiums. If your car gets towed, that's another expensive cost you'll have to deal with. These fines and fees can add up quickly and create financial stress on top of everything else. So let's say you're arrested for DUI. What happens next? You'll probably be issued a notice of suspension or revocation for your license. This is where things get important. You have just 10 days to request a DMV hearing to challenge the suspension. If you don't challenge it in time, you're looking at an automatic license suspension. The good news is, with a good lawyer, you can fight to avoid the license suspension at all, or at least get your license back soon. Sometimes it can be hard to understand if you or someone else is going to be DUI, driving under the influence. The substance, whether it's alcohol or something else, as well as your tolerance and your weight can all be factors. When in doubt, don't drive. But for alcohol, here's a helpful chart that gives you an idea of how your blood alcohol is affected by each drink depending on your weight. Keep in mind this is just a guide and that even below the 0.08 legal limit, some people might be unable to operate a vehicle safely. As a trial attorney, my goal is to help you understand the legal process and get to the best possible outcome. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI charge, don't wait. Reach out for a legal consultation. Remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg. For more tips and updates on DUI laws in California, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be there to help you every step of the way. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.